My name's Evan from the Lonely Stoner podcast, and today I'm going to be talking about a little bit of this and that, some football, some wrestling, some basketball stuff. I'm just going to be throwing in whatever I feel like I want to talk about today. I just made the UFC predictions. Those should be coming up, but less about that, Let's start off with the football, because I don't really talk about football too much on this side quest and the podcast, but I'm a big football fan. I love football. Been watching it my whole life. I guess I've been a bit out of love with it as of recent, because if you don't know, I'm a Tottenham fan, unfortunately, and they are dreadful, and I'm really upset with them and have been for a while. And I'm not really committed mentally or anything like that to them. It's you control me for being a Tottenham fan, but you'll be singing to the choir, because everything you say to me I agree with, and I know more probably. So yeah, with that being said, Liverpool, they look like they've really wrapped up this league. I mean, Arsenal do have a game in hand. If they win their game in hand, it'd be a 10-point gap. 10-point gap with 8 games to go. 10 games to go. I'm fried. 10 games to go. 38 games in the Premier League. I think Liverpool are going to cruise this one out. I mean, still, they've only lost one game in the league, and that was to Nottingham Forest, and Nottingham Forest are third. I mean, I don't think anybody would have called them being third in March. I mean, it's a really fantastic season from them. I'll talk a little bit about them and the players that they have. But Liverpool, Arne Slot's come in and he's really pulled together this team after Klopp's left. I actually predicted them to finish 7th or 8th, which is really brutal and a bad prediction. But yeah, he's pulled together these group of elite players, and he's able to dominate with them. He's been looking good in the Champions League, looking good in the Premier League. Slot, he's really showed what he can do, and that he's probably going to be one of the great managers. I mean, it's crazy saying that after one season, but winning the Premier League in your debut season in the league, although Liverpool are a very good team and Man City have had a very bad season, the run that he's been on is still really impressive, only losing one game. I think he's only lost 4 games in all competitions, is it? Would have been Forest, Tottenham, Plymouth, and one Champions League game they lost. I can't remember who it was against, but so 4 losses in all competitions in March. Really impressive that the way he's been able to pull together these players, especially in uncertainty of Trent's contract running down, Salah's contract running down, Van Dijk's contract running down. Is Alisson going to leave because his new goalkeeper's coming in? A lot of uncertainty in the team, and usually when there's stuff like that going on, they don't play well because the mesh is not there. But Slot's done a really good job of pulling them together, and they're easily going to win this league. It looks like, and yeah, obviously I'm a Tottenham fan, so fuck Arsenal. But sorry, Seth, but yeah, fuck Arsenal. Liverpool going to wrap this one up, rather them than Arsenal. So yeah, really nice there. Yeah, obviously the important players for Liverpool potentially going to be leaving, which could make a sticky one next season, which is why Liverpool need to invest big time in Slot. Winning the league in your debut season, it deserves it, and especially if he does well or wins the Champions League or one of the cups as well. So obviously he's in the Carabao Cup final. Anthony Gordon's going to miss that game, and no, they're at the FA Cup, so they can only win the Carabao Cup out of the 2 cups. But yeah, if they win that, they win the league and win the Champions League. I mean, bloody hell, you got to invest in this guy. You got to give him some money to get some players he wants. Sell Nunez, sell whoever you have to, get the players that he wants in, because clearly what he's doing is right, and they need to back him big time. But yeah, I said I was going to talk about Nottingham Forest a little bit. Really surprising for me, to be honest, because Nuno was at Tottenham and he was good for about 2 months, and then I think he was sacked maybe like 4 months after that. Yeah, it's a bit of a weird one. I wouldn't have thought that, especially the years he had with Wolves, and he never had a season this good. To be doing this with Nottingham Forest, I mean, it could just be a Leicester situation where they got the right players at the right time, the right manager, everything just meshed together perfectly, and they've been able to have this sort of season, which hasn't, to be honest, even been that crazy of a season. I mean, they've lost 7 games and drawn 6, 48 points in March. It's alright, it's decent, it's nice. I mean, but usually I don't think that's getting you a top 4 spot, to be honest. Teams have been better. I do prefer the league more competitive like this, don't get twisted, but Usually, more often than not, that's not really getting you those top spots like that. But regardless, you still have to be there to do it. So Nottingham Forest are doing really good. I guess I have to give my props to obviously Chris Wood's been having the season of his life. Guys like Callum Hudson-Odoi have been alright. Elanga's been very good. Gibbs White's been very good. Their defenders as well have even been very good. And the goalkeeper, of course, sells him. He's leading the clean sheets right now. So, I mean, yeah, they've been very good overall. Very counter-attacking team. Very, soak up the pressure, go quickly and get you, sort of thing. It's been working for them, and they're doing really good. And they could very well be looking at Champions League football next season. I personally don't predict they will. I think they'll finish 6th or 7th. I think they'll drop off a bit for these last few games, but I hope they do as good as possible, because you like seeing teams like Nottingham Forest do as well. That being said, they did spend shitloads of money in the 2 seasons they've been in the Premier League, so fair enough. Yeah, doing their thing. Anything else to talk about? I mean, obviously Tottenham are shit. Manchester United are shit. There's not really too much to talk about in that sort of sense. So, yeah, I guess I'll move on to talk about a little bit the Elimination Chamber. Now, the men in this Elimination Chamber match was John Cena, CM Punk, Damian Priest, Drew McIntyre, Logan Paul, and Seth Rollins. It was a pretty good match, all things said. A lot of decent spots. Nothing was really botched or not done properly, it seemed, from my point of view. Pretty good match. What I did notice again, John Cena just gets beat up. John Cena gets beat up the entire time and then wins, which is pretty much what he's been doing in all of his matches his entire career, because he can't do too much. He's never been able to do a lot until he started magically switching up his moveset in 2015, but then that was not long before he became like the Undertaker, where he just shows up every now and again. But John Cena won. Obviously, absolutely incredible heel turn he had with The Rock, turning on Cody Rhodes. But this is what I'm talking about, Cody Rhodes. I feel like every time I see this guy, he's in some sort of peril. He's in trouble. He's, getting beat up. People are after him. But I guess that's the kind of babyface he is. People always trying to put him down. And I do think that this little rivalry with The Rock and John Cena put together is really going to elevate Cody and probably make me rate him a lot more. And if he lost any hype or popularity, then he's going to regain it after this rivalry, because a heel Cena is going to be incredible. We know he's a good actor. We know he's going to be turning it on really good. So, and with The Rock as well, it's going to be cinema. It's going to be absolutely cinema, my guys. You're going to want to be tuning into the WWE, because it's going to be hot. And I was down at the Rumble. I really was. If you listen to the post Rumble podcast, I was a bit down on it. But now seeing what they've done at the Elimination Chamber, I do actually. I have seen a video of that guy Chris Van Fleet, that wrestling interviewer. He was talking about the speed spot in the Rumble, just have a bit of patience with stuff. And I'm thinking, okay, Jay's won the Rumble to set up his rivalry with Gunther, where he's probably going to win the World Heavyweight Championship at WrestleMania. So they're going to re-enable that, and then the Chamber is going to be where John Cena wins, and then this whole heel turn rivalry happens, and it's going to be really good. And this is making me like Cody Rhodes more, especially when he told Rock to go fuck himself. That was pretty cool, I'm not going to lie. I mean, I'm not like some little 6-year-old oh, he said fuck, oh my god. I've seen much worse things said and done. But that being said, it's looking good. The Rock is brilliant as always. I don't like his films anymore, really. Black Adam was overhated. Black Adam was really overhated. It wasn't bad, it was just average and inoffensive. So The Rock, John Cena, going to be rivaling with Cody. He got done dirt. I mean, I don't know why Travis Scott was fucking there. I mean, all he did was beat up Cody for real, and that was that he shot on Cody. He did a shoot on Cody, and he got absolutely violated. So it's calm, innit? It's calm, innit? We'll see this Cody story I'm really hoping that John Cena's going to go over at Mania, and then that rivalry continues. But because of the power that The Rock and Cena have, Cody is down and out more than he's ever been. He's not getting any chances. They're trying to have these big matchups, rarely ever wrestle. They're going to do this sort of thing. Just should make promos. Maybe not even have promos in ring. Maybe just have a video on the Titantron and say, I couldn't be bothered to show up for you motherfuckers. Like, you ain't worth my time. So I'm just chilling with my belt recording this video for all you fools. Like, this and that. I think they could do a lot with the Rock Cena thing against Cody Rhodes. And obviously, I expect Cody Rhodes, if Cena wins it at WrestleMania, eventually Cody Rhodes will reclaim the title and go over The Rock and Cena, which I expect to happen, but that moment will probably be very good. So I'm looking forward to it. That'll probably be near it closer to the end of the year, because of course John Cena is wrestling this 2025, not WrestleMania to WrestleMania or Rumble to Rumble or anything like that. This year, this calendar year of 2025. So yeah, that should be very good. And just a little bit of basketball thing as well that I saw. Kyrie Irving tore his ACL. Peak. The Mavs L after L after L. I mean, you think, yeah, AD's a way better fit. Which he is a better fit than Luka right now for the Mavericks. That's a very good fit. However, now Kyrie's torn his ACL at the age of, 33, 32, 33, 34. That's not good, man. That's not good. Even when Kyrie comes back, which might not even be at the start of next season, you know, he's not going to be as good as he was. And a guy like AD, who's not going to play every single game, yeah, the Mavs are cooked, man. The Mavs are absolutely cooked. I do rate Kyrie. Don't get twisted. I rate Kyrie heavily. He's a fantastic player. Everyone loves Kyrie, and he's productive, and he adds wins. He's very good. And of course, the same with AD. AD's productive defensively, one of the better big men in the league. And his bitch ass just needs to play centre, because that's just every team that he's been on when he plays centre. It's better. It's better for everyone. Just because you don't want to play centre, shut the fuck up, play centre, and be a better team and win a chip or something. Do you know what I mean? Simple as that. But R.I.P. Kyrie, like, wish him better, but that's a rough one. That's a rough one right there for the Mavs. But yeah, with that being said, that's going to be that for that solo side quest. I've been Evan from the Lonely Solo Podcast. Peace.